figure we talk a little bit about depression today. I've been through a lot of it, from like really bad suicidal depression to minor, super bored and lonely depression, to right now I feel pretty good most of the time. I still get bored. We'll talk a little bit about the difference between depression and just utter boredom and loneliness. There's a very difference. That's English, trust me. So I just watched Vegan Gains' video, Money and Depression. It was a good video. Links are... no. Click it. So say what you will about Vegan Gains and his tactics on how he gets his message across. I like the guy. He's a good guy. He wants to stomp your baby, but just let him do it. It's a pastime for him. You don't know what its culture is like. I like that he's real though. There's so many fake people on YouTube, it's not even funny. And he's always been upfront with his problems. He struggles with certain things and he shares it with you. He's not trying to pretend like, oh, I feel amazing all the time. So I really appreciate that. And he's just a real guy and I enjoy watching his videos. I like watching his vlogs better than any of his like real content where he attacks another YouTube and shows you the science of heart disease. Dr. Williams, the leading cardiologist, says he's on a vegan diet. Oh, wow. We get it. We get your propaganda. But I enjoy when it's just him and Jasmine being silly with Finn, his little hyperactive dog, running around. It's fun. It's fun time. So he has a good show. I appreciate what he does. Thank you. And so in his video, he was talking about money and depression because he got a lot of comments saying, well, you have so much money. How could you possibly be depressed? Like just being rich equals happiness. And it really hit home because there was a point when I was getting my colitis flare 7-8 months ago, whatever that was, and I was dying. I was making good money at that time. In Thailand, when those videos were going viral, dare I even say it, I was pulling it in. I was pulling it right in there. And life was great. But I was depressed and sad. And when that colitis flare hit, it got worse. I tell you, like I was just dark and I had all this money and I remember thinking, what's that doing me now? Like I feel like shit, I'm dying. What am I gonna do? Even if I wanted to go somewhere, I couldn't. I can't even walk. My gout cankles will not carry me. It's like I can't, I'm pooing like 14 times a day, rushing to it on gout cankles. Thanks for the money. What am I gonna buy? I can't even go to a store to get anything. But there is a point where I'm coming from welfare, just struggling, living with my mom, can't even buy the organic food I want. And that sucks. That brings its own stress. And so you get out of that, it feels good. It feels good to be able to buy the supplements and the foods that I want, go on a vacation if I want to. It feels good. It alleviates the stress, but you can still be batshit depressed. My journey with depression has been up and down. Even as a teenager, I was very self-conscious, so that brought on its own depression. I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't think girls liked me. I had this very self-conscious attitude and I was just like depressed from it. I just felt so inhibited. I remember going up to these girls on the beach. I was with some friends and they like called us over, and then once we got close, they were like, oh, never mind. Yeah, no. Like we were ugly. We looked like we might have been attractive way back a couple miles down the road, and then we're like, just sad childhood growing up. So I had that kind of self-conscious depression, and then as I was getting sick, I got that whole new depression. Life sucks. I'm in pain all the time. I have no energy, depression. And when I finally started eating healthier in 2008, I went vegan, I did all that stuff. It started getting better. It didn't go away completely, but it was like, oh, okay, I have a purpose now. Life ain't so bad. I want to do things. I want to help people. I hated people. That was the biggest part of the depression. You just hate everybody because you feel like shit. So anybody that feels better than you, you want to attack. I know that pain. So while it was getting better, it got worse at some point. And I moved to Thailand, and it was actually at its worst point there. As a vegan in Thailand, alone in an Asian country, I just felt so alone. Like I didn't speak the language. I didn't feel like I was ever going to meet anybody. And I was just depressed and I was sick still. And I was just like, damn it, this sucks. And then I went carnivore, and then that alleviated quite a bit. just the boost from the meat, the hormones, I don't know what that did. But that didn't last either. So it's like I got this boost, I'm making all my depression lifted, and then I'm sad as shit. In my own condo alone again, I'm just like, okay, that didn't fix anything. No, I'm not sitting here claiming it's completely gone now. I'm super happy all the time, basically enlightened. I always smile. As soon as I turn off this camera, I just sit here smiling. Oh yeah. Thanks, life. I still get tired sometimes. Sometimes my digestion isn't feeling so great. I added some fish back recently and I started getting angry. I noticed that immediately. Some things were better on that vegan approach. I tell you, I did veganism for a month and a half, then I wasn't feeling good. My energy was in the tanks. I added some fish, I started to get constipated and angry. I was like, oh, great. But a lift in energy somehow. How am I supposed to figure shit out when I'm getting mixed signals like that? A fish wants to date me. You can't date me. But in general, I'm in a good mood most of the time. I do have some fatigue days where I'm just a little tired and then I'm a little like bored and I want to watch movies or something. I'm looking for entertainment. That's a trap. If you're looking for outer source of entertainment, you're not working on the inner things that are gonna make you happy. The happiest I've ever been was laying down on the floor on that water fast in Thailand. I'm just laughing at nothing, like a hysterical maniac on his floor, just laughing at how good life was. It's all in here. Both. So I left a comment on Vegan Gains' video. I don't know if I'm banned over there or what. His wife hates me, so if she sees it, she'll probably remove it. But I just wanted to tell him, from the medical medium Ghost Information, he says it's all heavy metals in the brain. And I'm drinking this heavy metal detox smoothie every day. And it's getting better and better. Like, I feel better now, more happy than I was even on the carnivore diet in the initial boost phase, where I'm getting beef hormones and I'm just like, oh yeah. I think I can say this with honest intent, that if I would have just added a little bit of beef or fish to my otherwise vegan fruit-based diet in Thailand, I would have got all the same benefits with none of the downsides, none of the liver-burdening downsides of that beef. The beef cleanse effed me. So of course I want to share this with other people who are depressed, so I want Vegan Gains to go all in on this medical medium stuff, but he's not going to do it. There's no way. He's just laughing, saying, you're a freak. That guy has a spirit, he's obviously a scammer. So I just said, like, look for the science to see if you can find any science on the heavy metal depression connection, because there is one, even if it's not discovered by science. See, I don't need that proof myself. It's just like I hear it, oh, the spirit said so. Oh yeah. What, carrots? No, not the carrots. It just seems to be working. The heavy metal detox smoothie, 5 ingredients: wild blueberries, spirulina, barley grass juice powder, dulse, cilantro. I can't believe I remembered them all. Wow. So those work as a team to remove heavy metals from the body. And I know it's some mystical hippie shit. The way he describes it, like chlorella picks up some heavy metals, it dislodges them, but then gets lazy and drops it. It's like, oh, don't make me work. It's Saturday. Fuck you. So you can't have just chlorella and expect to remove heavy metals from your body safely. You need all these other ingredients. Chlorella might help. Initially, it might help dislodge some things, but you need the other helpers, the spirulina and the dulse and the cilantro, to help pick it up and fully carry it out. It's hippie shit, but it works, so who gives a shit? And I know a lot of people went on the carnivore diet and their depression lifted completely. And I do wonder how. Like, how is that happening? It could be, that's why I don't fully dismiss the carnivores. If you found relief on the carnivore diet, I say keep going with it. I just worry long term. Liver, that's what medical medium says. Too much fats burdens the liver, and then over time, long term, like, you're gonna get these problems. And I don't want to see any carnivore dieter get like kidney disease where they're like on dialysis and their health just drops when they're 70. It's like, that would suck. If you're just like, oh damn, this diet was hurting me this whole time, shit. Like, imagine that. So I'm weary of it. But who knows who's telling the truth out there? It's like all these different opinions. If you found relief from your symptoms and it's the carnivore diet, then bless you. You got my blessing. It's like, I know how hard it is, so I don't know how that would work. How does it get heavy metals? I mean, you're not taking in any if you're getting organic grass-fed beef. Antibiotics, there's heavy metals in antibiotics. So if you're getting factory farmed beef and you're depressed, you're wondering why. That could be it. But I don't see how it would remove heavy metals from the brain unless eugenesis theory of the animal fats surrounding the toxin then pulling it out. It could work. So point is, I'm happy people like Vegan Gains are sharing his struggles, and then we can all learn from each other. Being real on YouTube is very important to me. I just share, maybe too honestly, my struggles, because I'm feeling pretty darn good. I got some comments saying, like, oh, you're still struggling after all these years. What a pathetic journey. And it's like, what show are you watching here? I came from the depths, just on welfare, depressed, sick, colitis, bleeding, chronic acne, like 15 zits with whiteheads all here, and just complete, utter destroyed face. Sad, suicidal depression. No idea where I was going in life, single, hating people. To this now, I'm a successful, happy man. I have the woman of my dreams. I'm making money, I'm helping people, I'm at least sharing some love, giving you some joy, even if you're not following any of the advice. Oh boy. Oh, there's the vegan brain fog. But I'm doing good things over here. I've healed a lot of stuff, and I just only have minor problems, like a little bit of fatigue sometimes and acne that you can't even see. Like, it's just minor little bumps here and there. It's like, these aren't life-changing, inhibiting problems. It's like, I've come pretty far, I progressed. So I'm pretty happy with where I am. Sure, I wish it was just mountaintop perfect health, perfectly clear skin, energetic all day long, every day. But it's not that. I get peaks and waves, and I'm riding the waves, and it works. So I'm pretty happy. So if you have depression, just think of heavy metals. How can I get them out? That's the main thing. Fruits and veggies help cleanse, in my opinion. That's the best way. Carnivore, I'm not so sure. I don't know how it works, and I don't understand it. So I don't even try to promote it. And I've felt some terrible things on that diet that I don't want to return to. So we're done. What do you think? How did you heal your depression? Post it down below. Better not be on the carnivore. I'll delete your comment so fast. All right, we're done. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Thumbs down if figs cause 7 forms of AIDS and that relieved your depression, and now you give people AIDS to help with their depression. I'm just gonna go. But thank you for watching, and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one.